Hello and welcome to this Alfa Romeo Stelvio Quadrifoglio. When the Giulia was introduced, German car buyers, BMW, Mercedes, had a alternative finally. And fast forward a couple of years, in 2017 Alfa Romeo introduced the Stelvio. And this is the poshest of them all, the fastest of them all. 510 horsepower, 600 Newton meters of torque, 3.8 to 100 kilometers an hour. This is a seriously fast car, and it sounds like thunder. Let's just turn it to race mode really quickly. Downshifts are like amazing. Just listen to this. Okay, let's put it in manual. This is amazing. The gear shifts are so violent. They're so violent. Due to the new regulations, particulate filters are put everywhere. Cars don't sound that good anymore. This car was produced in a sweet spot of an era, time where exhaust noise mattered. It just sounds glorious, and it should, because this is a V6, and not just any V6, this is a Ferrari derived V6. Now, while you look at some pretty drone footage, I will talk about my sponsor for today's video, which is Autodoc. Autodoc is a car and motorcycle parts store. They have a vast variety of brands and products online available, very good prices, and a very easy to use mobile app. They are operating currently in 26 countries, Estonia, Germany, UK, you name it. So if you want to buy parts for your old Volkswagen or Beamer or Audi, or even this brand new Alfa Romeo, say for example you need some new tires, because trust me, this car will go through tires very fast, then just go check the link in the description below. First things first, let's launch the car, see how fast it really is. I'm at a standstill right now. Draggy reset, race mode. This is a fast car. Let's see how fast. Yep. As I already mentioned, this car will do 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in 3.8 seconds. And actually, well, it's a bit slower according to my Draggy, but not by much. 4.17 to 100 kilometers an hour. This is seriously fast for a SUV. Let's just put these glasses away. But yeah, that is 4.17 is a seriously fast time for a sporty SUV. Actually, I think that this car would be a lot more faster than that even, but it doesn't have launch control to help it out, so that's why it's, so-called slow to 100 kilometers an hour. A nice straight here, so let's put it in race mode once more. Manual shifts, second gear, first gear. God damn it, this is a very nice car. A very nice car indeed. Actually, I think I should rather address this car as a tilted hot hatch, because that's how this car feels. It's so planted, it's so nippy. The steering rack is so fast. Every movement you make is a definite response. You have 4 modes for your driving: all weather, natural, dynamic, and race. And this is where the Alfa Romeo's quirks come to the play. Let's say you want to have the loudest possible exhaust, because this is a valved exhaust. At the normal, it just sounds decent. I'll just show you, because it sounds really good still, and it opens up later in the RPM range. But okay, this was full tilt. but it's a bit quieter when in normal mode. And when you put it in dynamic, yeah, things stiffen up a bit. Now you have the option of a stiff suspension and a soft suspension. When you are in normal, it's soft only. All weather, of course, is soft as well. All weather basically means, you know, snow driving, you know, bad weather driving, etc. But now if you put it in race mode, you sort of have to twist the knob. It's a bit more effort to get it into race. Here's where it gets interesting, because this is where the car is at its loudest. It's a seriously loud car now. But the downside is all the traction control, stability control, and the front collision warning are switched off. So basically what Alfa is saying, that you can go fast, but it will kill you if you make a mistake. I guess that's just Alfa. It really scares your pants off if you are in race mode and you just, you know, floor it in some roundabout or whatever, and you discover, oh wait, I don't have stability control on. It's a really scary thing to do, trust me. But yeah, if you put it normal, it quiets down. Heard that one? That was the lane departure warning. It's one of the weirdest sounds I heard for lane departure warning, but it actually kind of works. It's not as intrusive as some other sounds. It's just weird. Let's take a quick look at the outside of this car. I did not expect this much traffic, but just look at the car. It's a great shape, flared wheel arches. It just looks so muscular and nice. 20-inch alloys, 285 45 20-inch P0 Pirellis at the back. In the front you have, what do you have in the front? No, 255 45s. Great tires. Tire noise inside the car is absolutely bare minimum for a sporty car like this. Bonnet scoops, and you of course have the cloverleaf sign, the leprechaun sign, so to say, xenon headlights, LED daytime running lights, and the signature Alfa Romeo grille. I think this car looks exceptionally good in this red paint job. If I had anything to say, if this car was in black or white, for example, it might be even low-key, because apart from the 4 push shoots and the small clues, it's really hard to distinguish this from a regular Stelvio. Let's check out the boot. Electric tailgate, of course. Plenty of room in the back, no problem whatsoever. A nice bass speaker there. Let's close that up. That was a Alfa Romeo Stelvio Quadrifoglio, a red one. There are 2 cars like this in Estonia. I just saw the second car. What a coincidence is that? Amazing. Anyway, sitting at the back, carbon seats, carbon fiber seats, racing seats. These are an optional extra, of course. Cloth, no, not cloth, Alcantara and leather. These look exceptionally good, and trust me when I say these are a well worth option. Some car critics have said that, you know, legroom is compromised due to the sport seats. No, it's not. It's absolutely decent. Nice handrest with cup holders. Yeah, materials you touch and feel. Leather is, I think, Napa. Actually, it feels quite good. Alcantara in the middle feels quality, feels posh. Panoramic sunroof in the middle. This is a option, of course, but a well worth one if you ask me. If you open this one up, you can hear the sound, the fabulous exhaust sound, even better. So just spend a bit more if you're, you know, buying a new car, or if you are looking for a used one, get one that has a panoramic sunroof, and these seats, if possible. Oh, I quickly will also show you the key. This is the Alfa Romeo key. A bit fat, but useful. You of course have keyless entry, so no problem there. Sitting in the front, just the seats are so huggy, it's just amazing. Let's just start it up. Oh, very nice indeed. Seatbelt on. Gearbox. We have a 8-speed ZF automatic transmission. It is one of the best transmissions I have used. One thing before I drive on, just look at how small the rear view camera is. Why can't you make it a bit bigger? Is it because the resolution is so bad? But you have a nice big screen, why just use more of it? Let's put it into race mode. If you are in normal mode or even dynamic, it's just quieted down. You barely even notice that this car changes gear at all. And when you put it into race mode, it just lights up, it becomes special. Just look at the dials. It's exciting somehow. If you step inside a, you know, whatever German car, it's basically all the same. They use nice clear fonts, etc. Digital dashboards nowadays everywhere. Yes, some are more exciting than others, but this is exciting for me. Just look, this reminds me of a Ferrari. And it should, because they are Italian and, you know, they have a lot of the same DNA when building cars. After all, this car has a Ferrari derived engine. You just cannot say that enough. This car has a Ferrari derived engine. Whatever your friends say, oh, I have a V8, oh, I have a nice, I don't know, Aston Martin, whatever, you say you have a Ferrari engine in your SUV, that's it, you win. As I mentioned before, most of the materials you touch and feel are very good, but you know, if you niggle around, you find some cheaper plastics, and I say cheaper because they're not cheap in any way. I think are German cars built better? Yes, probably they are, but you don't care about that, because this is such a exciting car and you are different. A nice big 8.8-inch screen here. It isn't touchscreen, but it has a control wheel, which isn't the most logical thing in the world, but it does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. I'm gonna say it works for me. Could the quality be a bit better? Yes, probably, but again, this is a very small niggle, and generally I like the system. Anyway guys, thank you for watching. This was my review of the Stelvio Quadrifoglio, whatever you call it, and yeah, see you again guys, bye bye.